Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for His Excellency, the Governor of St. Maarten, Eugene Holliday.
Chair Lady of Parliament, Prefet of St. Maarten and St. Bart's, Prime Minister, President of the Collectivité of St. Maarten, Vice President of the Joint Court of Justice, Members of Parliament-elect, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And a pleasant welcome to all present, as well as to those of you tuning in via the airwaves. On September 26th, 2016, we, the people of St. Maarten, in keeping with our declaration in the preamble of our Constitution that we are a people that believes in the principle of democracy, went to the polls and peacefully casted our votes. In doing so, in our peaceful St. Maarten tradition, we set the tone for and entrusted the 15 elected members of Parliament with the responsibility to secure stable democratic governance for the upcoming third parliamentary term. It is therefore, in keeping with the expressed will of our people, my pleasure to extend a special welcome to the 15 elected parliamentarians seated alphabetically on my left and on my right, for whom this ceremony has been organized. Congratulations to the people of St. Maarten and to each of you with your election to Parliament. Members of Parliament elect, you will in a few minutes take the oath required for holding the office as a member of Parliament. But before doing so, I shall share some thoughts with you for your consideration during the fulfillment of your responsibilities as members of Parliament. As regulated in our Constitution, our parliamentary system of government provides for a separation of powers between the legislative, executive, and judicial branches of government, all of whom are represented here this morning. Over the past 6 years, the role and responsibility of the legislature or parliament in the governance of our country has been the subject of debate and question. This because your actions, individually and collectively, are critical to the stable governance and building of our nation. That is evident from the following summary of your responsibilities as outlined in our Constitution. First, It is your responsibility to lend your support and confidence to form a government required to manage the affairs of our people. Second, it is your responsibility to hold that same government accountable for their decisions and actions to foster the interests of our people. And third, it is your responsibility to initiate and or approve the laws which are used in the administration of justice and governance of the affairs of our people. In short, the people elected you to provide the support needed to form a government, to keep a check on that government, and to put all laws in place, all in the interest and solely in the interest of our people. You are as such individually and collectively entrusted to be on the front line of St. Martin's parliamentary democracy, championing good governance. That is, you are entrusted with the task to promote stable governance aimed at the continued strengthening of regulations and public policies in areas such as public finance, education, employment, social security, healthcare, environment, waste management, housing, and safety, all to improve the well-being of our people. It is as such clear that the trust placed in you, individually and collectively, comes with expectations, high expectations. In recognition thereof, Article 56 of our Constitution requires members of Parliament to, in return, take a solemn oath or make a solemn promise prior to accepting their function as representatives of the people of St. Martin. Taking an oath or making a pledge as a representative of our people is therefore a serious legal, but also personal and public matter. Members of Parliament elect, it is against that background that we are gathered at this location to administer the oath of office for you to serve in the third term of Parliament. As such, I would like to call your attention to the 4 aspects as stipulated in the oath which you are about to take. Accepting the function of parliamentarian through the taking of the oath is, first, your solemn expression of your commitment to perform your function independently and with integrity. That is, that you have not accepted anything from or given anything to anyone in connection with your election as a member of Parliament. Second, taking the oath is your pledge of allegiance to the King and the Kingdom Charter. Third, taking the oath is your sincere pledge or promise to always help to uphold the Constitution of St. Martin. And finally, by taking the oath, you unconditionally swear to always dedicate yourself to foster the well-being of the people of St. Martin. In taking this solemn oath of office this morning, you agree to accept and commit to carry out the serious responsibilities entrusted to you by our people and for our people, and that you will do so with integrity anchored on our constitutional principles. Thus, as you take your oath of office and take up your office, I trust that you will use the oath as a guide in the performance of your function on the front line of our democracy to promote stable and effective governance for our nation. With that trust, I hereby wish you strength and wisdom in the fulfillment of your responsibilities, along with God's blessings for and protection of you and our beloved St. Martin. It is with these best wishes for you and our country that I hereby invite you to take the oath. Thank you.
Everyone, please stand. Ik zweer verklaar dat ik middelijk nog onmiddellijk, onder welke naam of wat voorwendsel ook, in verband met mijn verkiezing tot lid van de Staten aan iemand, wie hij ook zij, iets heb gegeven of beloofd, nog zal geven. Ik zweer beloof dat ik om iets hoegenaamd in deze betrekking te doen of te laten, van niemand hoegenaamd enige belofte of enig geschenk zal aannemen, middelijk of onmiddellijk. Ik zweer beloof trouw aan de koning en aan een statuut voor het koninkrijk, dat ik de staatsregeling van Sint Maarten steeds zal helpen onderhouden en het welzijn van Sint Maarten naar mijn vermogen zal voorstaan.
Truly God help King Almighty.
So truly help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. Keep that.
That I declare and promise.
Congratulations. Yeah. Good. All right.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. That's love you and proud, man.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. This time you know I'm not crouching. Go to the next one.
Yes.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. Thank you.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations, my dear.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. No, this way.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. Yeah, heavy was one. Yeah.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Zo waarlijk help mij God Almachtig.
Gefeliciteerd.
Dankjewel.
Ja.
So truly help me God Almighty.
Congratulations. Ja. We shall now have the toast. It's a fake thing. Yeah. Everybody leaves champagne behind. Please stand for the toast. To the people of St. Martin. Cheers. I want to keep you guys healthy.
That's right.
Congratulations. Congrats. 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 And make sure you stay healthy, you know?